Have you ever wondered what happens to all those leaves that get piled up alongside of the road every fall? Where'd all those leaves go? In this video, I'm going to show you the whole process from picking up all those leaves to transforming those same leaves into a useful product. Hi, I'm Chris Kunkel, and I have the pleasure of serving as your Public Works Director. If you'd like to see the leaf pickup schedule for your neighborhood, you can see that on the township website at upperdublin.net. Upper Dublin Township is 13 square miles of beautiful land. It's changed over the years, but there's one thing that has remained. Trees, lots and lots of trees. And with all those trees, leaves. Lots and lots of leaves. How many? A lot. What's a lot? Depends on the tree species and age, but a mature, healthy tree is said to have up to 200,000 leaves. 200,000 per tree, 1 million leaves for every 5 trees. Can you imagine how many leaves that is across the entire township? A lot of leaves. Have you ever wondered what happens to all those leaves? I don't mean falling to the ground. What happens after that? What happens to all those leaves you rake up? Where'd all those leaves go? You rake them, you blow them. You might even carry them on a sheet or a tarp. That's old school. I guess I'm dating myself. But whatever you do, they end up in a pile. Then while you're off at work or school or maybe even vacation, they disappear. Well, not disappear. We pick them up with a giant vacuum. Every year, Upper Dublin Public Works picks up almost 4,000 tons of leaves. 4,000 tons. How much is that? Well, the average Upper Dublin 2-story house weighs about 250 tons. So every year we pick up the equivalent weight of 15 to 20 houses worth of leaves. In terms of volume, the leaves we pick up cover about 4 acres, or about 3.5 football fields, to a height of 5 feet. That's a lot of leaves any way you look at it. They all have to be picked up, moved, piled, and processed. As the leaves fall for more than 8 weeks every year, we have a crew of over 20 people, 6 trucks, 6 30-yard vacuum trailers, and a compost site that turns all those leaves into useful landscape mulch. That's right, our sanitation department recycles all those leaves into beautiful landscape mulch that you can get for free. It's an operation that keeps the roads and storm sewers clear, keeps the township beautiful, provides an important service to the citizens of the township, and it's all environmentally friendly. Before I show you how the process works, there's a couple of other things you should know. Number one, leaves should not be piled in the street. It's important that they're piled up behind the curb. That's so that roads are not blocked, so emergency vehicles can pass, so traffic can move freely, so there's no crashes caused by leaves obstructing the street. And it also keeps the storm drains clear so that when it rains, the roads don't flood. And it is a violation of Upper Dublin Township ordinance to pile leaves in the street. But our main concern is safety. Might not seem like a big deal, but piling leaves in the street creates a safety hazard. So we ask that you please pile leaves behind the curb. You might say, well, piling the leaves on the grass kills the grass. And that could happen, but risking a little dead grass is better than risking the safety of drivers, pedestrians, possibly school children, and even first responders. So kindly pile leaves out of the street behind the curb. Beginning in 2021, we may not pick up leaves that are left piled in the street. Number 2, leaves can be a fun place to play. Maybe you remember jumping in the leaf piles as a kid, burying yourself, hiding under the leaves. It's fun. It's healthy, but if those leaves are on or near the road, it can be a deadly mistake. Keep children out of the leaf piles near the street. The last thing you want is for a car to go off the road or a piece of equipment come by, not realizing there's a child in the pile. It could be very dangerous. And just one more, no sticks and stones in the leaf piles. They damage the equipment. We appreciate your help with all this. We want you to be safe. Keep the leaves out of the street. Keep children out of the leaf piles. And no sticks or stones in the leaf piles, please. You might also be wondering, when will your leaves be picked up? If you'd like an update on the schedule, just visit the township website at upperdublin.net. Find your leaf zone on the leaf zone map, and you'll find the scheduled dates for the pickup in your leaf zone. Make sure the leaves are by the curb by those dates, and we'll take care of the rest. We do continue leaf pickup in inclement weather, but depending on severity, weather can impact the exact date that we'll pick up on your street. Now let's get back to the story. All those leaves, they've got to be picked up. They have to go somewhere. Where do they go? How's it all done? Leaves are collected and dumped in piles called windrows. This is where the natural composting process begins, which is evident by the steam that sometimes comes off the piles. Windrows are turned with a scarab straddle turner periodically until the leaf compost is mature. The township collects residential mixed yard waste in 96-gallon carts at curbside weekly from March through November. That yard waste is delivered to the compost site and stacked in a pile on the paved area of the site. Weekly, the township brings in its Duratec tub grinder down to the site from the Public Works garage and grinds up all the material. The material is then stacked in a temporary pile until it is then incorporated into the leaf windrows, turned periodically, and composted. Once the composting process is complete, the final compost product, made from mixing the leaf feedstock with the yard waste, is of very good quality. That's what happens to all those leaves. Millions and millions of leaves, over 4,000 tons. We pick them up with giant vacuums. We put them in piles to compost, mix in some ground up branches, and let Mother Nature do its work. Then we return those leaves back so that it can be used for mulch. I'm Chris Kunkel, the Director of Public Works for Upper Dublin Township. If you have any questions or comments about anything I've said in this video, I'm happy to take your calls or respond to your email. Make it a great day.